worldwide, reporting live from Toronto, Canada. And as I said earlier, that we are bringing on stage on our platform this Friday on our entertainment desk, a rising profile, a guy that have just carved a niche for himself from the western star area of Nigeria. He's no other person than Gbemileke Meshiwarun. I call him the star boy from the Kale block. He's popularly known as Cool GBM. This is a guy that is coming so fast in the musical industry. After this advert of Savannah News Television, we'll be very delighted to bring him to speak to our viewers across the world. Watch out. Sorry, I think there's a mix-up somewhere. We're trying to technical know-how, but we'll get it done. Sorry. Trying to get our now listening to our jingle, please.
Like and subscribe to our page on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitter at Savannah News TV. Tune in and watch Savannah News TV. We are live. Savannah News TV. We create awareness about our place in Africa. Savannah News TV. We are distinct, we are focused, we deliver top-notch news in Savannah News TV. Equitable reporting without fear or favor. Savannah News TV. To set positive change to us and our environment is our aim. Savannah News TV. Tune in and watch Savannah News TV. We are live. Savannah News TV. Our CEO Prince Radekonde Oluchimi Chapo. Savannah News TV. Gbemileke, I'm a living witness. Keep watching Savannah News TV. Like and subscribe to our page on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitter at Savannah News TV.
Yes, viewers across the world, we are live in the studio with Gbemileke Meshiwarun, popularly known as Cool GBN. I call him the star boy from the Western Bloc. Yeah, Gbemileke Meshiwarun, can the viewers know you, please? You are on to Savannah News Television live streaming program. You're welcome.
Yeah, thank you, sir. Thank you, Mr. Jimmy Adekunle of Savannah News. It's a pleasure to be here. I'm very, very happy. I feel humbled and I feel honored to be here. Because of our time, I will just go straight to my point. My name is Gbemileke Meshiwarun. I am from the Southern District of Ondo State, Nigeria. I graduated from FUTA, Federal University of Technology, Akure, and I studied crop, soil, and pest management. It's actually a 3-in-1 course. But by career, I'm a musician. And I'm very, very grateful to God for that. So that is me. My people call me Cool GBN. In the beginning, most people used to call me Mr. Music because of what they have actually seen in me. But in order to redefine the whole thing and actually to bring in our own concept, I had to pray over it because I'm actually a Christian. I prayed over it. Then after a few consultations, I came about the name Cool GBN. Cool, because I'm very, very cool. Very cool. Then the GBN for me. So that is how I came about.
Yeah, please, can you tell the whole world the full meaning of that acronym GBN?
GBN still stands for Gbemileke because I actually decided Gbemileke should still be in my stage name. So instead of putting in the name directly, I had to abbreviate it to GBN. Thank you, sir.
Thank you very much, cool GBN. Actually, what what the fan wants to know is this. You know, the profession of music, entertainment in general, maybe it's like football playing football and other sports. Before now, people used to think these are jobs for dropouts. These are jobs for maybe it's a second address. Maybe it's people that cannot make it educationally. But here you are a graduate of soil management. Am I right? Soil management, you say 3-in-1 course from the great footer. And here you are today. You are carrying the guitar. You are playing the music. I mean, how do you just suppose that? What inspired you towards that?
Thank you, Mr. Jimmy. Actually, this thing called music has been in me since I wouldn't want to say since I was born, because I don't know when I was born. I only know my birthday, but I don't know what happened, the incidents that happened when I was born. So I would say I noticed this thing called music in me as early as 6, when I was 6. I started up in my primary school as a drummer. Then I asked to join the church choir. My parents actually encouraged me to join the church choir. I joined the church choir and I played the drum. Then from there, I graduated to playing on the keyboard, the piano. From there, I went to the bass guitar. From there, I went to the solo guitar. And from there, I graduated to playing the saxophone.
Wow.
And there is one about all of these things. I actually have people that inspired me to do these things. But the truth of the matter is, all of these instruments that I play today, I developed the skills all by myself.
Wow. You mean you have just mentioned about almost 6-7 different instruments to play?
Yeah.
That is very rare, very, very commendable. So you play the piano, you play the saxophone, you play the drum, you play the what else again?
The bass guitar. The solo guitar.
Wow.
And I play the talking drum that our people call anyo. Gong.
Really? So you are oh my God. So you are everywhere in the musical whatever. Thank you very much. You are fine. Who is your mentor in the musical industry? Who are you looking up to?
Well, in the music industry, I have so many mentors. My number one mentor is SSP, Sashino Perez.
Yeah, okay, because I can see that your music is tailored towards. I listen to all your music. It tailors towards Sashino Peter's Afrobeat. I still want to come to that. I want to even ask you. I'm still coming to that anyway. Go ahead.
Okay, so Sashino Perez and my brother, our son, Sir Demola Suzy, SDS.
Oh, that is one of our big my small guru. He's doing very well worldwide. He's doing very well. Yeah, exactly. Okay.
He inspired me a lot because I looked at so many things that these people have achieved, and I actually I studied what they've been doing. I did my own assignment. I did my own homework on all of these things. And then I thought, I can actually do this thing. There was even a time I was wondering that if I wasn't singing, if I wasn't a musician, then what would I have been doing? So, Sashino Perez, Demola Suzy, they inspired me with their achievements. And to be candid, to be sincere, these people knows what they are doing. They do it perfectly.
Yeah.
So I just thought of that I can do it.
Yeah.
And I ventured into it.
What people are saying actually before we came to invite you for this interview, a lot of people have been getting across to us here in the studio. They were saying that your studio arrangement, your synchronizing all the instruments together, that you brought in some touches. And I was discussing with somebody who is a musician too, and he was telling me that maybe, if they said education is not lost. It seems that you have brought in what you have learned educationally into your music career. Are they right?
Yeah, you are right, sir. You are right, sir. Very correct.
Okay. Now, what type of music are you playing? What type of music is your music? Because we have Apala, we have all those kind of Fuji, we have whatever. What's your own type of music?
Basically, I'm a juju musician. My style of music is juju. I would actually call it Afro juju because my kind of music is a blend of Afro juju, a little of hip hop, a little of Afro pop, a little of R&B, a little of our own local style, the Asiko and Miracle.
That's
That the southern part of those states. So it's a blend of all of these things together.
that is great. That is a great one because I know Afro that must be Afro juju there since Shina Peters is one of your mentor, and I know there must be juju flavor with Bripo too since Demola Suzy is so you are combining all these people together to make all in one shop, right?
Yeah, you're right, sir.
So
and before I forget, let me chip this in.
Okay.
I am actually a certified juju musician. We have a peculiar association across the nation that is recognized. That is the Association of Juju Musicians of Nigeria. So we have our certificate, we have our constitution, we have all of these things, and we are recognized even worldwide, not just in Nigeria. So I'm a bona fide member of the Association of Juju Musicians of Nigeria. So that makes me a juju musician.
Thank you very much. That is great. That is a very good one. I would still want to go back into your beginning. Yes, you play all these drums, you play all these instruments. You went to school, you are a graduate, right? Did you formally go to a music school to fine-tune yourself? Because your production, most people say they are very, very perfect. People that have watched you on stage, that have watched your clip, they are saying you are just so perfect. And they are wondering, apart from going to FUTA to read about soil management or soil engineering, you called it, and apart from the gift you had, you're coming up in the church, and your father's encouraging you and all this stuff. Did you have any other did you acquire any other expertise musically that makes your brand so? Because right now, it's not because you are on my stage or you are in my studio. They are saying right now what they are saying in the Kale land and on those south in general with the survey we carried out. They said after Demola Suzy is cool GBM. So I was wondering. They say after Demola Suzy is cool GBM. So that's what really gave us the interest to really brings you here to tell the world. Because they are saying it because of your type of your music, how refined it is, how mature it is, and how interesting it is. And they're now rating you with somebody who has been in the industry for decades. Demola Suzy has been in the industry for decades. And here you are, you're just coming up, and they're now rating you, and they're now saying, after Demola Suzy is cool GBM. Is there any formal musical training you had?
Thank you, sir. Actually, I did not go to any music school. I did not. I'm actually on set now, and to a reasonable extent, I should be mindful of the words that will come out from my mouth.
Yeah.
But to be sincere, because I'm a sincere kind of person, and I always like to go straight to my point. And being a sincere person, I don't like it when people are being insincere with me. So, sincerely, I did not attain any formal knowledge of music. I did not go to any music institution. And to be candid, all of these things I do, I don't know if I'm right if I say I do those things based on assumption. That is musically, according to the constitution of music. I play according to how it agrees in my ears. And I actually if once it agrees together, there is noise, there is music.
Yeah.
When you are actually bringing sounds together, some sounds, the combination of some sounds can actually bring about noise. Whereas you just put 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 sounds together, and you just, the harmony, the melody, you just start enjoying it. It suits the soul. So as much as it agrees in my ears, because I even learned that there is this thing they call ear training in music school. So I strongly believe God has done this for me. I wouldn't want to say I merit it, but out of the grace of God, my ears are tuned musically. So whatever sound I bring together, and I feel this thing is agreeing, definitely it is generally accepted by my fans and lovers.
Wow.
That's it.
Wow. So in a nutshell, we will conclude that music is inborn in you. Are we right?
Yes.
Because
Please.
it's very rare for you to see one person playing all instruments. And also, somebody just told me, just texted me now, was just telling me about you. He said you are even a sound engineer. How true is that? How true is that?
Well, I would love to say a very big thanks to that person. That person knows me well. I'm actually, the thing is, since I've started these things, everything I've done has always been music attached. I have never really worked under anyone. I don't know. I really can't. I've not done all this. I really don't know how to put it now, but I've not worked under any formal company. Everything I've done all my life has been music attached. Right now, I'm actually a sound engineer because I know so much about sound, and that still has to do with the ears. Like I said the other time, once you are able to get the right sound for your brand, then you are good to go. So I'm a sound engineer, I'm a studio producer, I produce too. Most of the works I've done, most of the studio works I've done, I produce them by myself.
Wow.
Yeah.
So from being a soil.
Most things I put together, I do them by myself. I play the instrument by myself. Once it has to do with a studio setting. So I'm a sound engineer. I'm a studio producer. I train choir too, despite not having a formal knowledge of music.
Wow.
So I've done everything that I'm doing with music attached.
Wow. That is commendable, cool GBM. Very, very commendable. Now, the fans wants to know what is your future plan musically?
Well, my future plan musically, like my mentors, and even beyond my mentors, I want to. There is this height I've actually been dreaming of, and I strongly believe that God will take me there. I actually want to impact.
Amen.
I want to give back to the community. I want to give back to my people, my fans, because they are actually the ones investing in me. The little I have achieved today, they are the ones that gave me the platform to get all those things, to put all those things in place. So my future that I'm longing for musically is actually to make it prudently so that I can give back to my fans, to the entire nation.
Thank you.
I just want to give back.
Yeah, you just mentioned fans, to your fan. Do you have a fan? Is there any fan club of Cool GBM? Any fan club for you?
Yeah, we have one. We have one. There was a time I went to Ibadan, so I had the opportunity of meeting with my boss, one of my mentors too, MW, Dr. Yinka Joel Ayefele.
Okay.
So I spoke with him about how to improve myself on my music and how actually to trend his own kind of art. So the first question Baba put to me was that do I have a fans club at home? I told him no. Like I said the other time, I am a sincere kind of person. I told him no, I don't have, actually have a fan base, but I don't have a fans club. So Baba told me to go back and work more on having a fans club at home. So I came back home. I met with some of the people that some of my loved ones that I feel, okay, these people, they like, they have already supported my brand, what I do. So we came together, and to the glory of God, we inaugurated my fans club on the 29th of November last year, 2020. That was after the pandemic. And I think I have a sticker of the fans club there.
Okay. And beautiful. Wow.
Yeah.
So how if
And the
okay.
club is manned by our brother, by my brother, Comrade Omutayo Oladime.
Oh, the comrade Omota Arademe, what a great, my great brother too. He's a very reliable and organized human being. I can go to sleep with your fans club, and I think you should use this medium to tell others that really wanted to join your fans club, member of a fans club. How do they go about it? How would they want to be a fans club? How would they go about it?
Well, that is very simple. Recently, we agreed that we were going to open pages for the fans club on social media platforms, which will be available in less than a week from now by the special grace of God. So I believe that once that is available, it will be easy for people that actually want to join us. It will be easy for them to reach out to us and to get in touch with us. Then we register them formally and start carrying them along with our programs.
Beautiful. And one thing again we had from the we operate on feedbacks. The feedback we're hearing is that most people are finding it difficult to get across to you. I mean, booking you for events. Who is your manager? Where is your office? And where is the contact?
Well, I have about 3 managers. I have one at home that is in Irele.
Okay.
For our people at home, I have a manager in Ibadan, and I have a manager in Akure. I think that issue of not easily getting across to me is basically my fault, and I promise all my fans that I'm going to work on that. On every of my posts, I will make sure I continue to drop my contacts. Meanwhile, my contact, even the contact of my managers, are actually opened in our pages, in all the different pages we have on different platforms. So there's no way you actually check our profiles that you wouldn't see our direct contact. You can actually WhatsApp us, you can call us. The same contact is on Telegram.
Okay.
That's it.
Yeah, but you mentioned Lagos. You mentioned Ibadan, Akure, and Irele. How about Lagos fans? For the fact that we have Ikales, we have Ondo people, we have Yoruba that really love your music in Lagos. And I overheard somebody was saying, actually, the person that said he could not contact you, the person is from the Lagos axis. He's from Ondo State, but he stays in Lagos. And he was having a celebration, and he was asking me then. Then I didn't have your contact as well, and I said I don't know how to really contact you. So I think for your Lagos fans, I think it's expedient you have somebody a manager in Lagos for you, because I'm very sure that most of your fans, maybe you don't know, they are in Lagos. With the feedback we are hearing, they are in Lagos. So maybe you have to put that in mind. And having said that, have you been getting any endorsement from any multinational companies in Nigeria or outside through your music?
Not yet. That is one of the major challenges that we face. You have to know the Nigeria of today. Well, I wouldn't want to say it's not favorable, because we are not here to discuss the state of the nation. But I'll just say the government should have mercy on us, because when you actually deserve something, the Nigeria of today, you would have to know someone that knows another person that knows the person to the source of getting what you actually deserve. And you know, for young guys like us that are actually working very hard and single-handedly without any of getting. I'm sure you understand what I'm saying, sir.
I got you. I know, I got you. We all passed through that same road before. I got you. Anyway, cool GBM. That is Bemileke Meshiwaru, a rising profile. I call him the star boy from the Kale blog. We are going on a break right now. We'll be back for the second phase. Thank you.
Like and subscribe to our page on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitter at Savannah News TV. Tune in and watch Savannah News TV. We are live. Savannah News TV. We create awareness about happenings in Africa. Savannah News TV. We are distinct, we are focused, we deliver top-notch news in Savannah News TV. Equitable reporting without fear or favor. Savannah News TV. Sincere positive truth to us and our environment is our aim. Savannah News TV. Tune in and watch Savannah News TV. We are live. Savannah News TV. Our CEO Prince Radekole Oluchimi Jabo. Savannah News TV. Bemileke, I'm a living witness. Keep watching Savannah. Savannah News TV. Like and subscribe to our page on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitter at Savannah News TV.
Yeah, viewers across the world, we are still on Savannah News Television Entertainment Desk. I'm bringing live again on this platform no other person than Cool GBM, Bemileke Meshiwaru, a rising profile musician from Ondo State, Irele to be precise. And this is the guy you can compare with the like of Shino Peters, the like of Demola Suzy, the like of, I forgot this guy now, what's his name now? Dele Taiwo. If you listen to music of Dele Taiwo and you now listen to this guy's music, you see that they are all very, they're almost the same, interwoven. I'll bring on stage again Meshiwaru Bemileke, aka Cool GBM. Yeah, welcome back on stage, Cool GBM. You are back on stage here. We are from Savannah News again. We want to take on you on the hot seat of our entertainment desk. You are welcome.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah, experience. When did you really start your stage performance? When did you start that they now start booking you for stage performance?
Okay, thank you, sir. Musically, I started this journey in the year 2005, precisely March 2005. But officially, I started in 2012, because between the year 2005 and 2012, I was actually an instrumentalist. So I played for most of the musicians in Ondo State and even beyond. I played for some musicians in Ibadan, played for some musicians in Asia. Then I think I played for 2 musicians in Lagos. So officially, I started in 2012. 2012 was the year I got my first booking.
Oh, please, you just mentioned something now that caught my attention. You said you have played for a lot of musicians. Can we just know who and who you have played for? so I can now see what really fine-tune your music.
To the glory of God, I have played on the stage of my brother, my oga, my mentor, severally, Sir Demola Suzy.
Wow,
I
really?
have played, yes. Then our very own Shogun Junior.
Wow, Shogbon. Yeah.
Yes, I played for Shogun Junior for years.
Really?
I was a founding member of the band of Shogun Junior's band. So he's actually a boss to me.
Wow, that's great. Shogbon is a very good musician, great musician too. Yeah.
And I played for Otumba Chief, Otumba Femi Fadipe, Femi Lancaster.
Yeah, Lancaster, yeah.
Yes, and I played for numerous musicians that I wouldn't even, the thing is, there are some musicians that some time ago we used to hear a lot of things about them. They were doing great, and right now I'm actually not mocking them. They are nowhere to be found. I don't know what caused that. Probably it is what they caused for themselves. Probably it is I don't know. I don't know. Maybe it is fate. So I wouldn't want to mention some names because I have to be conscious of whatever I say here.
Wow. So
I've played for numerous musicians.
So you have, which means you climbed the ladder. You climbed the ladder towards where you are today. I want to ask you. You went to FUTA.
Yeah, sure.
When did you? How did you have time for your education, and at the same time for all these musical journeys you involve yourself in?
Yeah, thank you, sir. It was just the grace of God. Since I had this thing in me, I believed I was going to do it. Though it almost affected my education, but I still put in all my effort because these two things are actually what I wanted for myself. I actually wanted to be educated, and I still wanted to be a musician, a great musician.
Wow.
So I had, and according to, as we all know, there is time for everything. I actually made my schedules. I don't do things that I don't plan for. The belief is, the practice is, most of our gigs here are on weekends. On weekends, mostly we are on break in school. It is just once in a while that we have stuff to do in school on weekends. So most weekends, you hardly find me in school.
Wow.
I would have gone to play for musicians,
Wow.
It was just up and down to, blend the two together.
Wow. How do you? Let me ask you. What is your future plan? I mean, are you married, or you are still single, still searching? I mean, what the fan wants to know? Yeah. Yes. You want to hear. The fans want to know.
Yeah. There is no way I wouldn't actually make reference to this my watchwords. I'm a sincere kind of person. I've always been sincere. I'm actually most people are actually ready to hear what I want to say.
Yes, they are all waiting.
I am single, but not to stupor.
We don't understand that English. You are single but not to stupor. We don't understand, please. Are you hiding something from your fans?
I'm engaged, but I have no ring.
Oh, really? Is there any engagement without no ring? Wow. Anyway. You said something now. What better question was this? You said something before that question. You said you really want to mention some names because you cannot say what really happened to those people. I mean, people you have worked with before that are not longer on the scene. And that's where the issue of focus comes in. And that's what makes me to throw that question at you. Because you are, in all ramifications, you are a very handsome guy, a guy with a very talented guy. And You are a celebrity, so to speak. And definitely, how do you manage the stardom? Because you have just mentioned it that some people you are looking towards, you are looking forward to, maybe your tutors, or you work with them. Most of them are not, you don't want to mention their name, but they are no longer on the stage. Understand? Have you really thought about it? How to manage your stardom? Maybe them, maybe those ones they couldn't manage where they find themselves then, and they went down the drain. So what have you put in place? Because the first focus of a man is having a a partner that can really be of a guide to you. Understand? On your way to stardom and even being on that platform. So what is your plan?
Yeah, thank you, sir. I would say, but I wouldn't want to use a word that is uncalled for. I would say it would be unwise for anyone to look at the footsteps of his or her mentors and not learn from it. Either the positive ways, the positive ones,
Exactly.
or the negative one.
Exactly.
Yeah, I've actually thought about so many people. You know, I've watched the footsteps of my dad. I've watched those of my mom. I've watched those of people that I have actually worked with, people that I look up to. I have seen some of their errors. I've seen some of their mistakes. I never used any of these things against them. And I've seen their strengths. So I actually put all of these things together. I thought about all these things. I worked on all these things. And I use my outcome in all my day-to-day activities. But basically, one has to be humble. I'm a very, very humble guy.
Thank you.
And I always mind my business. And I don't listen to side talks.
Perfect.
I just stay focused. I do what I have to do. That's me. And it's been working for me, and I believe it will continue to work for me.
So how do you manage the women, the ladies out there that is after GBM? Yeah.
It's been good. It's been good. It's been good. Well, that has to do with discipline. I'm a disciplined guy, and I actually disciplined myself. This thing has to do with self-discipline. You know, according to my Reverend Father Shaba Matthew Olufemi, he would say there is this element of indiscipline in every human being. There is an element, at least one element of indiscipline in every human being. So it is left for individuals to work on his or herself, to discipline his or herself. So it is the self-discipline that matters. It is not about what your parents teaches you at home. It is not about what your teachers teaches you at home. Teach you at home. But the thing is, you just have to be self-disciplined. So that has been working for me.
Thank you. Let's come to your personal.
I have nothing against ladies. They are plenty. I have to use that word. I have to use that word, plenty.
I got you.
There's so much, but I'm just self-disciplined.
Thank you.
The grace of God is.
Thank you. I want to come personal now. The Meshiwaru.
Yeah.
The Meshiwaru is from where?
The Meshiwaru is from Irele local government on those states of Nigeria.
So I want to ask you something. Who is your father? I mean, who is Mr. Meshiwaru or Honorable Meshiwaru? We want to know the man that brought this guy up to this level, and your mom too, and your siblings. Can we just know them? Just let us digress a little, please.
Yeah. I would have to use this Yoruba adage. Sorry if I'm not perfect. They'll be like,
Yeah.
I'm so sorry about that. I
Yeah.
didn't get that. Well, my dad is a man of prudence. My dad is a politician, a truthful, a sincere politician that wants a positive change for his people. My dad is a disciplinarian. My dad is a lover of education. My dad is a lover of knowledge.
No wonder.
My dad was one of the hands that brought about the founding of Irele local government from the then Ikale local government. I think in the 90s, in the early 90s. Then I think my dad was the vice chairman of, I think the first or second, he was the vice chairman of the then Ikale local government chairman. Then he was a one-time chairman of the local government, precisely in 2003. And he has held some positions too in the state, in Ondo State. So my dad is a lover of the masses, and he's been tested, he's trusted. Honorable Chief Festus Meshiwaro.
How about your mom?
My mom.
I'm listening. I'm driving towards something. How about your mom?
Okay.
Your mom's family.
Okay.
Your mom's family. What is your mom's family's name?
My mom's family. Before I forget, I have to chip this in about my dad. My dad too is a musician. He's a lover of good music.
Okay.
I posted the video. The last video I posted on my page, on Facebook. That was the show I went to do last Saturday. There was this particular scene where my dad was like dancing to this Ikale tune. My dad actually taught me that song on stage because he has a hand in that party. His tight friend actually did that party. So he taught me that particular song.
Wow.
I was dancing.
Wow.
On stage.
Wow.
Musician.
Wow. So let's come to your mom now.
Yeah, my mom, she's from the Ogumade family, and she's a teacher. To the glory of God, she's getting to the peak of her profession now. She's heading a primary school, a government-owned school right now, and in a couple of years she will retire. She's a lover of children.
Yeah.
She's just everything. She's everything.
Thank you very much. Do you know why I'm digging towards that? I'm trying to see where you got all your talents from. I'm trying to see where you acquired your musical prowess from. And I'm sure maybe your mom is watching this today. Maybe your mom is watching or your dad is watching. I want to say it here. I remember the musical prowess of your mom. Your mom used to lead the Asiko group in Oyenusi Memorial Grammar School. I was a student of comprehensive high school. But whenever we have inter-house sports, we come together for inter-house sports. And I remember vividly when there's this inter-house sport in Oyenusi. That should be either 83 or 84. I don't know, 83 or 84. I was there. Your mom led the Asiko group. So that was why I was asking you to bring back your mind. I want to know, your father is a good musician, lover of music. Your mother plays the music. She sings very, very well. I'm sure most people that are watching from Oderele will not ask this way, but stress my point. Your mom was leading a group of Asiko in Oyenusi Memorial Grammar School then. That was far back, 84.
Every member of our family is a member of the choir. So we sing.
I can see.
Every one of us.
That was where you see you blended your talent. You got it from the left and from the right, and you now brought in humbleness into it, and you blended. Because it's not easy for you to see an individual playing more than 7 instruments perfectly. It's a talent. We in Savannah, we always dig deep. We dig deep. And that was what I was asking you. Do you have a formal musical schooling? You said no. And looking out of it, we now saw that the jinx that produces you, right, that produces you is if the two forms have musical ingredients in them. Cool DBN. Actually, it's a nice talking to you on Savannah News Television.
Thank you, sir.
The last point here is your parting words for your fans and to the general public.
Yeah, thank you, Mr. Jimmy. Well, I really don't have much to say, but to plead to our government and to our fans, my lovers, my families, everyone watching from anywhere you're watching right now. I really want to plead with you that whatever your child, whatever your children are doing, whatever they find interest in doing, you really don't, as much as it is not crime linked, you have to give them the necessary support. Because I have to be sincere here. In the beginning, my parents gave me support, but it got to a stage, that was when night parties were still in vogue here in this part of the world. They never wanted me to go because they believed people that does the kind of thing I actually wanted to start doing are rogues, are thugs. But at the end of the day, it got to an extent that it was like people that were hijacking me from them because people wanted that music I have in me. They needed it.
They wanted it to explode musically.
Yeah. So my parents had no choice than to support me. So they gave me the necessary support. So I would plead with everyone, whatever you find your child doing, give him or her the necessary support. And about us, please patronize us. This is what we know how to do. We have no two ways. Like my brother would always sing, have mercy on us. We need your patronage. It is actually your patronage that is sustaining us. It has sustained us. It is sustaining us. And we believe in you. We believe you guys will keep us in vogue. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Cool GBM, Bemileke Meshewarun. I call him the star boy from the Ikale block coming up. And I'm sure your mentor, Demola Suzy, is watching, and others are watching. And I will use this medium again to thank Demola Suzy for the encouragement given to you, and to thank Shogbontu for nurturing you, because they are all, at least you are saying your history now. You cannot. Yeah. There's no how you can omit these names from your profile. They have done so well, and we here in Savannah News Television Worldwide, we continue to encourage you and others that are coming up, because when you see young men that are not taking to crime, they are taking to trades. That is very, very encouraging. It's our duty in Savannah News Television to encourage such people. And we are watching. We may still promote you to the North America for a musical tour as time goes on. Thank you very much, Bemileke Meshewarun, and God bless.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
Welcome, amen.
Yeah, gentlemen and ladies, thank you very much. You have listened to Cool GBM, Bemileke Meshewarun. He has spoken so well about himself and how he got to where he is. And we are soliciting for your patronage for this young, vibrant, talented musician that is coming out of Oderele in Ondo State. Thank you very much. Don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel, Savannah News Television. And also you can visit us on the Facebook page, Savannah News Television. We'll be glad to have you. Thank you